Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video it'll be for Love Island 2025 Season 12 Episode 34. This is another Unseen Bits. This is the 5th Unseen Bits of this series. I'll leave a link down below to Episode 33. Of course, it's going to be spoilers. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So we see Harry burped. Dejan spilt some drinks. Giorgio was trying to put some sun cream on his back. The boys were seen and then asked if he needed any help. Connor was blowing some bubbles from his drink, I think his coffee or something. Harry tried throwing something into Helena's mouth. Tony was talking about the uvula to, I think, Harrison maybe, and then conversation got on, Tommy and Emily then listened in. Casa Girls was saying Dejan's name wrong. They were saying Dejan instead of Dejan. Then the girls were building a tower with some stools. Harrison was doing some bed hopping. Tony fell off her stool. Tommy spilt some red wine on Giorgio. It was when he spilt sangria at the sleepover thing. Giorgio was doing a Little Britain thing with Fat Fighters, it was called, in front of Yaz, sorry. Helena farted. People assumed it was Emily though first. Tony has never had a prawn cocktail crisp, and when she heard, oh, prawn cocktail, it sounded disgusting, she said. Tommy had a tongue brush. Helena said calm before the sea, naughty word, instead of calm before the storm. I think Ben threw a chicken nugget into the pool, so, they asked him to go get it. Andrada was shaking her bottom. She sneezed. Jamie farted. He was doing this sit-up thing. So he was on the floor and then he was trying to get up or some. I don't know exactly what it's called, but you see a lot of people do it in workouts or something. There was some burps from the lads. Emily was checking herself out in the mirror. There was a fly on Andrada's nail. Jamie wet his sock on the hamperline. Helena is half German. Then I don't know if it was Jamie or something, or Cash was asking, where is Austria, and Helena didn't know, which is a bit, worrying since she's a flight attendant. And then they were talking about, she has a chicken schnitzel instead of a pork one. I didn't even know there was one. I looked it up, and there is. Jamie was saying he was from Dagenham, and then they were talking about, oh, that's not East London, it's Essex, but technically it is classed as East London, he was saying, and it is in, the M25 area. So, but yeah, Yasmin and Tony were nah, Yasmin especially. Then they were talking about his job, whatever. Ty dribbled his lolly in front of Emily, I think it was. Then Boris was talking about his height, saying he's 190. That's centimetres, because they don't use feet and all that, and inches. I think they use centimetres most of the time. So yeah, Tony was confused. Meg and Cash were talking about, Southampton, where is it? And is there a Northampton? Of course there is, but it's so far away from Southampton. And then they were saying, oh, is there an East Hampton or a West Hampton as well? I think there's an East Hampton in America somewhere. Then Shakira and Jamie was talking about Dora Explorer or something. Then there was a deja vu with the whole Emma thing, and they showed the clip, who's Emma from last year. Martin broke the bench when he sat back down on it again. Then there was 2 more things from the raunchy races. So the islander who's travelled the furthest to find love must kiss the boy or girl that they fancy the most, or must put the boy or girl they fancy the most in their favourite sex position. So that was Giorgio and went for Yaz, and then Tony went for Boris. Casa won that. The girl's name who's is last in the alphabet must snog every boy, so that was Yaz and Yasmin. Yasmin, or Yaz, I think, tried kissing Rayo. Main Villa won that. Then Harry and Rayo were talking about Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. Harry was saying Jason and the amazing took first. So I was like, okay. Rayo said she has biblical dreams every 4 or 5 years. So pushing Moses into the River Nile, swallowed by a whale like Jonah. That was like 3 years ago, she said. And then like the Red Sea parting. The boys were talking about the moon landing, is it fake or not, and also the pyramids, how they were built, all sorts of other stuff. Then Boris was saying, I think, one cow's udder was 50 kilograms, because they were talking about milk and cows and all this. But when I looked, that's like 25, 50 pounds, it said one udder. But 50 kilograms for one, like, that's mad. Harry and Dejan were posing, taking some photos. Andrada sat on her hairbrush, I think. Helena burped. Cash was teaching the boys to like dance like a stripper or something. Lucy said she's never heard of foreplay before. They were talking about like accents and saying different things. Beach Hut Bonanza, they were showing the best dance moves. Billy Kiss said she can't dance, and then Yasmin can't dance too as well. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.